Hi, it's Raels from GreyboxPro, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how to use Elementor colors. Now, if you've gone through all the tutorials so far, you would have seen that I've done a previous tutorial on how to set up colors in GreyboxPro. So I'm logged in the back end here of a site that I'm working on at the moment, and you can see that I've set up all my colors. If you haven't done this, I'd suggest you go and do that now. Now, what Elementor has within it is a way to actually set up colors as well. It has global colors. But what GreyboxPro does is it overrides those global colors and puts it into the style sheet so that every plugin, everything you use can use that single style sheet. So let's have a look at that in a bit more detail. So I've got a page open here, which is the just a standard About Us page. And I'm just going to go ahead and right mouse click and edit in Elementor. Now you can see on the left-hand side, I'm going to have come up the Elementor bar, which is the editing bar, and I'll be able to see all of my colors and all of my components actually in there. So the first thing to note about Elementor, if you have a look at this here, if I click on, say, for a heading, and then I go into style, you can see that I can set up a text color. You can see this little default icon here. If I click on that, it's going to give me all of my global colors. Now you can go in and you can manage your global colors here. Please don't when you're using GreyboxPro. Please go back and update them in your colors over in here in the plugin, and that will update them here for you. By doing it this way, it just makes sure that across your site it's really consistent. But to change this color, so this is the default color. This is a, let's have a look, it's a H1, a default H1 there. I can change that to, medium, and it's black. You can see that. So it's got its own default sort of colors. So if I click on this one here, I can go into style and then the colors. I can click on here and I can make the color up if you want to, or I can go in here and click on this world icon and I can just change the color to anything I like in there as well. So that's how you do it. Now say you go in and you don't like that color and you want to revert it to what the default color for that style is, you can just click here and click the clear button and it'll revert it back. So everything you do, this is say body text, everything you do the color can be updated on. So I could change this to that if I like, and I can revert it back. So let's now go down and have a look at some color backgrounds. Now color backgrounds are kind of different because we have a bit of a framework in here. So you can, for example, in this one here, the color background for this component is set up in the column. So again, this is the column here. So if I select that column, you can see here it's selected the column. It's talking column width. And if I go to style, you can see here, I can select a color like that in the background. So I can do it straight away. And exactly the same thing applies if I want to take that out. It doesn't have a default. It just reverts to nothing because that is actually the default. So I'm just going to put it back to where it was. I'm not going to change that at the moment. Now buttons are a different thing altogether. So buttons are controlled by GreyboxPro as well. The reason we do that is it just makes it so much easier. You don't have to set up your buttons every single time. So in this case, we're looking at a warning button and it's size small. And so if I go into my buttons over here and I go to warning and size small, you can see I've set up all of the fonts and font colors for that. So if I wanted to change that one that I'm looking at here, then I would do it in GreyboxPro. So the palette that we're using is all of the setup and everything is done in the GreyboxPro plugin, and everything else when you're assigning or applying color is done within Elementor using the global colors. So if I want to go into this heading here and I want it to stand out, for example, I'd go in and I'd again put that blue on. You can also have icons, so these sorts of icons here. So you can see in here I've got this little icon and it's coming from my icon library. At the moment I'm using just Font Awesome, which comes standard, and I might want to change that icon. So I could go in to style. So everything is generally in style, and I can go to icon and I can change it to, there we go, black if I want to, for example. In some instances, and you can see here, you can actually do a hover state. And what this means is if it has a link on it, it will give you a hover state. So I could, for example, make it hover to that. And you can see when I roll over it, the color changes. So there's opportunity to do that as well. These sorts of icons here are a little bit different. So when you're applying them, so if I was looking at this sort of component, I shouldn't say icons, but component set up here, you go into style. Again, we've got that color in the background, so I can just change that. And I can actually change that secondary color. And by secondary color, they mean the icon like that. Oh, that's lovely. And then you can do a hover state as well. So again, you can change that primary color. Let's do that one. And the secondary color. There we go. So I'm doing some beautiful colors there. So you can do that sort of thing as well. Now you see I've got the line on this, and as I hover over these, a line is on this one. So I can actually change that as well. And so that is in style and border, and you can see I've got a top border of 10. Now I can actually change, I could change the way that that looks as well. I can do, make it 20 if I wanted to, for example. And you can see, well, it's not a thick, it's thick on the roll back. There you go. So then I can change the color of it. Oh, sorry, I apologize. It's on the hover. I've done it in the wrong place. You must have all known that I was doing it on the wrong place. There it is there. So it's fine. And I can change the color of that as well. There we go. Who said I don't make mistakes? So there we go. So there's how to simply change some colors. Really simple to do. Every single component has that ability to change colors, no matter what type of component it is. I hope that helps.